I want to show you guys my editing process. So basically after photo shoots that I do with my friends, I get back home the same day and I try to, like, you know, select, go through all the pictures, you know, just check every single picture out, see which one I like the best. I believe I have 10 selected. I know there's a way where you like see the rated. Here you go. After I went through all the photos, checked out the blurred ones, you know, whatever. And I bring it down, and then I have a whole image right there, so I can see everything. I don't know how other photographers do it, but I like to take like the little cheap way out of things. So I have like presets, which is basically this right here in the corner. These are like, each one has like different presets. As you guys can see right here, it starts changing. So I go through each preset that I have a ton, so I'm not gonna go through each one. I'm gonna go through my favorite ones, so I'll just see and then I'll pick out which one I like the best. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna just go with the moody one. Let's see, moody dark, moody light. Let's see how that looks. I don't know, I feel like that's okay. We can try moody dark number 2. Yeah, I'll just stick with the first one. Alright, cool. Alright, so after I select the preset, I start right here, lens correction. I enable profile corrections and enable remove chromatic aberration. And then I hit level, so the image can be leveled. There the image is leveled, but the car is kind of off. So I'll just hit off for right now. Then I go into profile. I sometimes play with the lens, not much. See what I can find that I like. Let me see, 24 through 70. I mean manual, and then like you see all these little lines. I tweak with it, kind of go vertical, see how it looks. Kind of liking a little bit of vertical right there. And I hit the crop, whatever it's called. And then right here, this distortion, I guess. I tweak it a bit so the car in the center of the image looks kind of like far out. And then I mess with horizontal if like the image is kind of like, you know, curves or something like that. Other than that, I don't tweak with that. Effects, since the presets has the effects, I'll show you what it does. It kind of gives it like black margins. I don't freaking mess with this, so I just like double tap it, hit 0, eliminates all of that. I always tweak with that towards the end. So after that, I go into the basic. I see the exposure, tweak with that. Highlights. Let's see. Let's keep the highlights below 0. The shadows. Let's keep the shadows at like 53. It's okay. The whites. Bring down the whites a bit. And then the blacks. Let's not crash the blacks so much. And the clarity. Let's bring it up to 30. And then the vibrance down to curve. I kind of have it like this because I find it easier, but I rarely use it. Then I hit the button right here in the corner, excuse me, right here, and then it gives me right here RGB, which is red, green, and blue. Usually go down and then you manipulate all the colors, but I rarely tweak it. I only use that when I'm not using presets. So then right there I go into my third column, which is the H HSL, color and black and white. Then I go to saturation and I tweak with the red. Let's bring up the red on that tail light. Bring up the orange a tiny bit. Bring up, actually let's keep the yellow about where the orange is. The green, yeah, let's bring up the green a bit. We didn't just go to the woods not to show the green. I bring down the aqua. The blue, I also bring it down. The purple as well. And my magneta, I don't even know, man. And then I go to luminance. Kind of keep it at -1. Don't find a point in tweaking any of this, to be honest. It's all about right. Then I go into split tuning. Split tuning is like, you know, like a color you put, like a filter type of thing that you put on the image. I feel like this one's, like, this is okay, but I have like my favorite ones right here. Let's give it like a little blue, but not 12. Let's go about like 7. And then right here, let's give it like a kind of like yellowish tone to it. Not 22, about like 12. And let's bring the balance. And let's kick it down to like at least 65, -65 actually. And then we're done with that. So it gives it like a kind of like a, you know, like a color vibe to it. This is before, after, so far the process. Then I go into detail. My images, I always keep them 70. 70 is like my perfect balance. Then I hold down on a Mac, I hold down Option, which would be ALT, and then I hold that down and then I press down on the D-pad or whatever it's called. And then everything in white, it was gonna be like sharpened. So I hold that down. If I like it, it's okay. And I bring it down, up a bit more. So it's more like, you know, less sharpening, more like outer sharpening. So I'm gonna keep it at like 60, because 60 is about right. Then I go into radius. Radius is what selects everything. It like outlines everything. I don't know if you can see that there. Try to zoom in. See right there, the window? Barely see it through the camera, but yeah, it like outlines everything. Basically how we just saw, but like in a different color. Radius is to like actually borderline everything. So I kind of keep that down, because then if like you do the radius up too high, it'll show like too cartoonish and like everything else blurred out. So it looks ridiculous. So I just keep it down. Like I try never to go past 1.0. And then after that, I go into detail and I bring up the details at least to 50. Noise reduction, if it's during the late daylight, you shouldn't have noise reduction. Like it's common sense. So, but either way, kind of still have, not as much as you would at night, but I always tweak it, keep it at 12, at like lower than 15 or 15 if it has a lot, which is rare, but you know, it always happens. So after we've gone through all of these, besides effects and camera calibrations, it's rare that I touch it, because like all the colors are looking okay and how I want them to be. So I rarely touch that. For this image, we won't touch it. And then, like I said at the beginning, I always go to effects at the end. So I hold down Alt or Option on a Mac. Then I bring it up to like, down to like at least -15. The midpoint is at 29 right now. It's a little too little. You know, I want the midpoint to circle around the car. That seems about right. Roundness, let's kick the roundness, like, let's just keep it at 0. And then the feather, I bring it all the way up. And then from there, the highlights, yeah, let's cross the highlights. And let's go back to the amount and put a little bit more. So you can actually get this blur right here, on the bottom, and then right here. And then that's about it. Then I go into right here, this little thingy right here. It's like a little magic wand type thing. Like a brush. Then I hit space and tap down so I can go and zoom into something that I want to focus on or highlight. And then I go into down here, show selected mask overlay. That's basically, it's gonna color it, like whenever I pass over it, you see, it goes into red, so it shows you what you selected. So I go right here, I select the wheel, or the rim, whatever you guys wanna call it. And then I go right here to the front, and I do the same thing. So once that's done, I select again the show selected mask, and I uncheck the little box, and then so now I know that that's what's selected. Then I go up to clarity, bring up the clarity to pop out the wheels, and then I'm gonna hit new again so I can create another overlay, and then I'm gonna hit the box again, and then this time I'm gonna select the vehicle only, not the wheels, because that was already done. So once I select the vehicle, box off again and add a little bit of clarity, probably like 15, not to make the car so sharp. Once I'm done with that, I hit the brush, and from my point of view, this image is basically done.